So last time I was talking about backup, and look, I can admit when I was wrong. I got one fact wrong in all of that. Turns out hard drives are not actually a vacuum inside. They are worked on in clean rooms, but yeah, they do have air inside. So we'll just get that out of the way first. So yeah, that's like an urban myth, I think, kind of thing. Anyway, doesn't matter. Corrected now. So look, today I'm working on a machine that is getting an SSD upgrade. Now, today I'm going to cover the difference between an SSD and a hard drive. So a hard drive is this big thing here, and an SSD is this thing in here. So besides being much smaller, even though they're about the same capacity, SSDs are a lot quicker. Now, the reason for this is that hard drives, if you've never looked into how a hard drive works, they have metal platters that get stored on magnetically with heads that seek back and forth, read and write. Yeah, and because that's essentially a mechanical setup, you have to wait for it to physically find that. And like, we're only talking milliseconds, but when you've got like hundreds or thousands of files to read and write at a time, it adds up and takes a very long time. As opposed to an SSD or solid state drive, which is just a big block of memory chips. So as fast as the electricity can move, it can read and write. Now, the other thing with hard drives is being mechanical. I've seen some slow down and some just then fail completely. That being said, memory chips will fail too. They only have a limited number of reads and writes, but it doesn't seem to be all that bad. Like, so far, it's been a few years and I haven't seen an SSD fail yet, although it seems that around the 4-year-old hard drives at the moment seem to be failing, although like your 5, 6, 7, the older ones seem to be holding up okay. Don't ask me what happened there. I'm guessing manufacturing got cheaper. But yeah, there you go. If you're going to upgrade, well, actually, if you don't have an SSD, you need to upgrade and get an SSD, because everything gets read and written to the hard drive. Well, most stuff gets read and written to the hard drive. When you view stuff on the internet, it gets downloaded first, I'm pretty sure, and then viewed. So even though you're not actually increasing the speed of your internet connection, it feels faster, everything else loads faster. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But either way, everything just runs faster, even if you have an older machine. So yeah, also, if you get me out to fix your computer, or someone like me out to fix your computer, it makes it a lot quicker because we spend a lot less time waiting for stuff to load and for stuff to happen. And SSDs are not all that expensive. I think the other day they were 120 gigs, so just enough for your boot files and programs. 120 gig SSD was about 30 Aussie dollars. At the moment, the 480 gigs, so just under 500 gig SSDs are about, what was that, $78, I think? So that's not too bad. And 1 terabyte is $159, 158. Might come down, but either way, not that much. By comparison, a 1 terabyte hard drive, which is a heck of a lot slower, is $59. And that's just for the base model. Yeah. Anyway, so following on from yesterday, do backup today, upgrade to an SSD, and don't look back. If you want to hear more about this, or if you want to see how the workshop pack down and moving to an office is going, which we still don't have the lease back for, should chase that up. You can subscribe and follow, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks, bye.